Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be giving you some building tips in The Sims 4. And I do want to say that I'm using the Sims 3 camera, so therefore if something doesn't work, it may be because you're on the Sims 4 camera. So first, I'm just going to draw a little box. First, I want to go over some hotkeys. So if you look on your keyboard and you see the page up and page down button, you want to press page down, it takes you to the basement, and then page up is the next floor, and page up again is the next floor. So this is how you would put the roof on. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little roof. I'm gonna grab the arrows, I'm gonna pull it all the way in. And if you want to get back to the wall tool, all you have to do is press the letter B on your keyboard, and then now you can draw some walls just like that. Pretty simple. But now we're gonna move on to the inside. So I'm gonna select a wallpaper, and I have the wallpaper selected. So if you press shift, it covers the whole room, and if you press alt, it only goes on one wall. When tiles are selected, if you press shift, it also covers the whole floor. Next, I'm going to show you how to switch swatches. So I'm going to grab this bed, and if you look at your number pad, you'll see on the very edge that you have a plus and minus key. If you press one of those buttons, you can see another swatch. So I'm just shuffling through, and then let's say, oh, I like the last swatch better. I can just press the minus key and I'm back. And let's say I want to go back to select because I don't want to delete this bed. All I have to do is press H, and now I could finally grab the bed again and move it. If I want to get another bed, all I have to do is press E for the eyedropper, and then I can eyedrop the bed, and then I can place another one. If I want to change the color of one of these beds, all I have to do is press R, and then I have my design tool, and then we're going to change it to this color. So really, if you hover over these, they tell you the key. So eyedropper E, design tool R. But let's say, you know what, I don't want a second bed, so I'm going to press K for the sledgehammer, and I'm going to delete it. But then I'm like, do I want a second bed? So I'm going to press Control Z, and that undoes the option that I just did. And then if I press Control Y, that's to redo. But now we're gonna go back to the outside, and if I press U, this allows me to reposition the house, and if I press Y, this allows me to move the whole lot. And then let's say I don't really like how this lighting looks. If I press the key L, I can change the time of day. So maybe I want to look at it in the morning or the afternoon. At the top of your keyboard, you will see F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. So if you press F1, this brings you to the Manage World screen. So as you see, now I'm in Manage Worlds, and I'm actually going to go into Live Mode. So once you're in Live Mode and you go to Build Mode, if you press F1 again, this brings you to Live Mode when you have a sim on the lot. And then if you press F2, it brings you to Build Mode. So those are some quick keys you can press if you don't want to drag your mouse over here. F4 brings you to the gallery, so if you want to look for something, you can grab it. And then I'm just gonna go get my bed again. I'm gonna have the grid on, and as you can see, it's kind of placing in bigger increments, and I wanted to place smaller. So if I press F5, instead of jumping in bigger increments, it jumps to small increments. So let's say I have all the walls down. If you press the home key, you can have cutaway walls, or you can have all your walls up. If I press the N key, I can go back to all the walls down. So this next trick is if you press T, you can get a bird's eye view. If I press my comma and period key, this allows me to turn the camera so I can look through the building on all sides. And if I move W, I go forward. If I move S, I go backwards. If I press A, I go to the left. If I press D, I go to the right. Let's say I want to zoom in. I can press D on my keyboard to zoom in, or I can press the plus button that's right next to the backspace button to move in. And then next to that plus button, you have a minus sign, and if I press that, I can zoom out, or you can press X to zoom out. So let's say I want to put this bed in my inventory. If I press the backspace key, it's in my inventory and it's safe. So if I choose to bulldoze this lot, it will still be in there. If I grab my bed again and I look on my keyboard, if I press the delete key, it deletes it, and I got my money back. When we got the horse wrench pack, they added in a base game update, so if you press tab, you can now go to tab mode in build mode. So that way, if you just want to see how your house looks without the grid and everything, and without the UI, you can press tab, and you have a clean image. Going back to the flooring, if I press Control F, I get quarter tiles, so I can just make a pattern, any pattern you want. This is definitely a weird pattern, so I'm gonna grab this plant right here. And if I press Alt while I have this plant selected, I can freely place it anyway, so I'm not stuck to where the grid places it. I can just press Alt and it free places. And this is the same with rotating. So if I want to freely rotate this, all I gotta do is press Alt. I hold my left click, and all I have to do is move my mouse around in a circular motion, and I can freely rotate it any way I want. Another tip is if you have the item selected, if you press the period and comma key, you can turn the item any way you want as well. This is another way to zoom in and out if you move your scroll wheel up or down with your finger. If you press on it, you can actually go to any angle you want. So I'm just moving the camera any way I want, and this helps with building. I definitely suggest the SimsD camera for this. This next tip is with the roof. So as you can see, let's say I want to get a curvy roof. So I'm gonna press this down. But as you can see, it's not really smooth. It's kind of weird. So if I have the roof selected and I press Shift C, it makes it smoother, and it also gives me these other little balls. So I can make it the way I want more. So just like that, you can get like a little curvy roof. You can do whatever you want with it. Going back inside, let's say I have this object selected and I move it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember where I placed it. If I press escape, it goes back to the same exact spot. So moving back onto the roof, let's say I want one eave to poke out, but I want this eave to be in. All I gotta do is select the roof, grab this arrow, hold shift, and then all I have to do is pull it back, and on this side is further out while this one is in, and that can go the same for this side. Maybe I want this side to be in and that one to be out. Okay, another tip for the roof is, as you can see, the roof snaps. If you want to freely move the roof up and down, all you gotta do is press Alt, and you can freely place your roof at any height you want. So I'm gonna go to my fence tool, and down here, if you have replace fences selected, as you can see, if you place it on one wall, it covers the whole wall. But if you only want to place it on one wall, all you gotta do is hold Alt, and you can place it only on one tile. And this goes the same for the spandrels. As you can see, it covers the whole wall, but if I wanted to only cover one tile of wall, all I gotta do is press Alt, and there I go. It's only on one wall, or on the walls that I want it to be on. If I want the whole room to be fenced, all I gotta do is press Shift, and there you go. And it's the same with the spandrels again. If I want it to go around the whole room, all I gotta do is hold Shift, and there I go, is around the whole room. Okay, moving on from hotkeys, next I'm going to be showing you some build cheats. So first, you want to look at your keyboard, and if you press Control Shift C, it brings up the cheat bar. And first, you want to type in testing cheats on, press enter, and then cheats are enabled. And I'm actually going to jump into the world. So I'm going to move my sim, but I want to move her into this lot, but unfortunately she doesn't have enough money. All I'm going to do is hold Control Shift C, it brings up my cheat bar, and I'm going to type in free real estate on. If I press enter, there you go, and now I can move into the house I want without any funds being removed. So she has her new house. It's so beautiful. So let's say I want to place this birdhouse into the flowers, but unfortunately I can't because it can't intersect other objects. All I want to do is bring up my cheats bar and type in bb.moveObjects, and that's going to allow me to place this anywhere if I press enter. And now this is able to be placed anywhere I want it for whatever reason. If I want it to be in front of the gate, it can. If I want it to be intersected with the wall, it can be intersected with it. So this cheat allows you to put anything anywhere. It completely doesn't matter. Obviously it can't go outside of lot, but yeah, it can even intersect the stairs. Next, I'm going to show you money cheats. I wouldn't say this is a building cheat, but you might need money when you're building with the sim on the slot. Rosebud gives you $1,000. Kaching also gives you $1,000. Motherlode gives you $50,000. And this next money cheat allows you to get any amount of money you want. So all you gotta do is type money and then amount you want. So let's say I want my sim to have $250,000. All I gotta do is press enter, and then it puts that exact amount into her household funds. So let's say I want to give my sim this very nice laptop, but as you can see, it is locked behind a freelance career. So I want to open up my cheats bar, and all I have to type in is baby.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement and press enter. This is gonna unlock the computer for me, so all I gotta do is reselect it, and now I can get all the locked objects I want. This next cheat is for rental lots. So if I change this to a residential rental, and then I'm like, this is gonna be apartment number 1, and then this is going to be apartment number 2. So for this last room, if I try to make it apartment number 7, as you can see, you can only have 6 units on a residential rental. If you want to have more, all you want to type in is bb.increase rental unit cap, press enter, and I can finally make a 7th unit with this, and there you go. These next cheats is for debug. So to open up debug, you want to type bb.show hidden objects in your cheat bar. You're going to press enter, and it's not going to confirm you of anything. And then the next cheat you're going to type in is bb.show live edit objects, press enter. Again, it's not going to confirm anything, but you're going to go to the search bar and you're going to type in debug. And then as you can see, you're going to just press one of these buttons, and then it's going to show you all the debug options. And I do suggest that you filter by the pack because it's going to make it easier. Another small tip that I have for debug is this package here. Like, people will use it to like line up their landscaping or make a path, but if you have a lot of packs, and as you can see, we're near the bottom, but if you want an easier way to find this item, all you want to do is go to your search bar, type in debug again, but instead of clicking one of these options, you want to tap text search for debug. So you're just going to tap this option, and as you can see, we only have a few things popping up, and one of those items is the package. So oh my gosh, there's the baby in debug. You can easily get this in debug. So this next cheat that I'm going to show you allows you to build at any lot that isn't yours. So if you have get to work and you work in the scientist career but you want to replace the lot because you don't like it, or maybe you want to rebuild it, this cheat will help you. So all you have to do is type in bb.enable free build. Once you type that in, it will confirm it for you, and now I'm allowed to build on this lot. So I don't know, maybe I just don't like this lot and I want to get rid of something. I just really hate how this counter looks, so I'm just gonna fix it. Now it's perfect. Those are all the cheats. Actually, there's one more thing I want to discuss. Let's say you want to get a camera shot, right? All you want to do is press tab, and then you want to get your camera to the space you want it. And for example, if you press Control 9, but let's say you leave the spot on accident. If you go to tab mode and press 9 again, it's gonna move you to the spot. And a lot of people don't know this, I think, at least, but if you press Alt 9, it gets rid of the camera stage. So if you press Control 8 and for whatever reason you press 8 on accident and it jumps to this weird spot, all you have to do is press Alt and the number you pressed, which is 8 I guess in this example, and then it will get rid of that. So if I go to tab mode and press 9, oh look, it's not going there because pressing Alt and the number you picked deletes it. So you don't have to go into your folder and delete that one file. You can just do it from game, which is very much easier. I'm just going to show you what I did. This is in no way good, but I set up some camera stages. So I'm going to press 9. It goes here. I'm going to press 8. And then it just zooms in, and yeah, that's just very simple. So that's how people do those videos. So I'm gonna end the video off here, and if you did find this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to make a like create a sim in live mode version of this, please let me know, because that is gonna be very short because there's not that many, I would say. But please let me know in the comments if that's what you want. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!